The San Francisco 49ers are at a critical juncture, and the whispers about potential trades are creating a buzz among the fan base. With the memory of a grueling last 6 months still fresh, including a brutal injury crisis and a disheartening playoff exit at the hands of the Seattle Seahawks, the 49ers are desperate to make a splash. Fans, where are you watching from today? Let's dive into the latest news surrounding the team, which could be pivotal for the coming season. The 49ers are now faced with the reality of having to catch up, not just within their own division, but across the entire league. The Los Angeles Rams made headlines recently by acquiring Myles Garrett, arguably the best defensive player in the NFL. This move sends a clear message. The Rams are going all in. In response, the 49ers are reportedly eyeing Las Vegas Raiders defensive end Maxx Crosby as they look to bolster their defense and reclaim their position as contenders. According to insider reports, the 49ers are not finished making moves. They watched as their rivals made significant upgrades, and now they are poised to stir the pot in the trade market for Crosby. The speculation is that they could offer a first-round pick along with Mykel Williams, the 11th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, to secure Crosby's services. If the Raiders prefer to hold on to Crosby for a while longer, hoping to increase his trade value as the season progresses, the 49ers have the flexibility to adjust their offer, potentially even swapping in a second-round pick. This situation is a classic case of the NFL landscape. No player is truly untouchable. The Garrett trade illustrates this point perfectly. While the Raiders may publicly insist that they are content to keep Crosby, the reality is that the league is aware of their asking price. The 49ers have the assets and the motivation to make a compelling offer. It's a game of chess, and while the Raiders may want to wait, the 49ers could very well force their hand. Fans must recognize the urgency of this moment. The 49ers are not just looking to fill gaps. They are aiming to establish themselves as a powerhouse once again. The addition of a player like Crosby could dramatically shift the dynamics of their defensive line, providing the kind of playmaking ability that can turn games around. It's a critical juncture where every decision counts, and the stakes are incredibly high. As we digest these developments, it's essential to consider the broader implications. The 49ers have the potential to transform their roster significantly, but they need to execute wisely. They must balance the desire for immediate success with the long-term health of their roster. The trade market is a volatile place, and while they're keen on acquiring Crosby, they must ensure that they don't sacrifice their future for short-term gains. Transitioning into the next topic, the atmosphere surrounding the 49ers is electric as fans are eager for updates on potential trades, roster moves, and even the health of key players. The spotlight remains on San Francisco, and every rumor adds to the anticipation of what's next in this evolving narrative. The situation surrounding San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk has taken a dramatic turn as rumors swirl that the franchise may be looking to part ways with him, potentially through a trade rather than a release. The intrigue deepens with Aiyuk's recent social media activity, where he openly criticized the 49ers and hinted at feeling scared of being let go. Fans, where are you watching from? We want to hear your thoughts on this unfolding drama. Analysts like NFL insider Albert Breer have weighed in, questioning Aiyuk's judgment and how he navigated this spring. Breer posed a compelling question. Why didn't Aiyuk show up to the 49ers in the spring, which would have forced the team's hand regarding his release? The contract he signed in 2024, a 4-year, $120 million extension that at first glance appeared lucrative, has now lost its value due to Aiyuk's decisions. The guaranteed money that was supposed to protect him is no longer in play because he failed to participate in necessary rehab for a serious knee injury he sustained back in October 2024. This is where the analysis gets critical. Aiyuk hasn't seen the field since that injury, and without his presence at rehab sessions, the 49ers were left with no choice but to void the guarantees in his contract. Now, they have the option to walk away without financial repercussions. This raises the question, was Aiyuk's strategy misguided? His social media posts may have been an attempt to assert some control over the narrative, but they have only highlighted the disconnect between him and the organization. Moreover, speculation is mounting that the 49ers are actively seeking to trade Aiyuk with the Washington Commanders as a potential landing spot. This connection makes sense given Aiyuk's prior relationship with Commanders quarterback Jaden Daniels from their time at Arizona State. Breer noted that if the 49ers truly wanted to offload Aiyuk, they could simply cut him, allowing him to sign where he wishes. But instead, it seems both parties are caught in a standoff, with Aiyuk's social media antics potentially doing more harm than good. Mike Florio from Pro Football Talk adds another layer to this story, noting that Aiyuk recently deleted critical videos of the 49ers from his Instagram. This move could signify a shift in his approach, possibly indicating that the team is leaning towards cutting ties rather than pursuing a trade. If that happens, Aiyuk could soon be preparing to join a new team ahead of training camp, which is set to start in late July. For 49ers fans, this situation stirs a mix of emotions. Aiyuk has shown flashes of brilliance on the field, but his off-field actions and the current state of his relationship with the team raise serious concerns. Can he regain the organization's trust? Or is this the beginning of the end for his tenure in San Francisco? The clock is ticking, and we'll be watching closely to see how this all unfolds in the coming weeks. Next, we'll delve into the implications of this situation on the 49ers roster and what it could mean for the team as they prepare for the upcoming season. In a stunning turn of events, it seems the San Francisco 49ers are on the verge of a significant roster move regarding wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk. Recent reports indicate that the team is poised to cut the cord and release him, potentially finalizing a split that has felt inevitable for some time now. Fans, where are you watching from? We want to hear your thoughts on this situation. As NFL insider Jason Lockton has shared, the 49ers have been wrestling with Aiyuk's status for quite a while, and it appears they are now ready to part ways. According to multiple league sources, this decision could come before training camp kicks off in late July. The implications of this move are huge, especially considering Aiyuk's previous promise as a key offensive weapon for the 49ers. Aiyuk has recently made headlines in a rather controversial manner by sharing videos on social media that criticize the 49ers and accuse the organization of being scared to release him. However, he has since deleted those posts, leading to speculation about the depth of his frustration and the state of his relationship with the team. This isn't just a simple contract negotiation. It's a personal battle that has played out publicly, and it raises questions about Aiyuk's mental state and focus. Let's not forget, Aiyuk has been sidelined since suffering a serious knee injury in October 2024. The 49ers took a firm stance last July when they voided the remaining guaranteed money on his 4-year, $120 million extension, a move that speaks volumes about their confidence in his future contributions after he missed critical rehab sessions. This decision was made with the belief that Aiyuk's commitment was lacking, and it seems the front office is ready to move in a different direction. Some insiders suggest that Aiyuk might find a new home with a coaching staff that has previously worked with him, possibly in Washington, where general manager Adam Peters, who has ties to the 49ers, could be looking to add a receiver. However, the landscape for Aiyuk is not as rosy as it might seem. Lockton assessment that there won't be a long list of suitors for Aiyuk at this point raises eyebrows. It's a stark reality check for a player who once showed so much potential. The broader implications of this situation cannot be ignored. Aiyuk's departure would not only mark the end of an era, but could also reshape how the 49ers approach their receiving core moving forward. Will they look for a replacement in the draft or free agency? Rumors are already swirling that the 49ers may have their eyes on other talent, which could lead to a shakeup that fans need to prepare for. As we analyze this situation, it's crucial to consider how the fan base will react. Many supporters have invested hope and energy into Aiyuk's development, and seeing him leave would be a bitter pill to swallow. However, it's also essential to recognize that the 49ers are making decisions to bolster the team for long-term success, and sometimes that means making tough choices. In closing, the potential release of Brandon Aiyuk is a significant moment for the San Francisco 49ers. It encapsulates the challenges of professional sports, where business decisions often overshadow personal relationships. As the situation unfolds, we'll be keeping a close eye on how this impacts the team's strategy heading into the next season. Fans, we invite you to share your thoughts on this developing story. What do you stand on Aiyuk's future with the team? And what do you believe the 49ers should do next? Don't forget to subscribe for the latest updates on your favorite team and continue the conversation in the comments. Your voice matters in this passionate community of 49ers supporters.